So good afternoon, all of you. If I'm audible to you, then respond into the chat box so we can start with the discussion. Good afternoon, all. My voice is audible to everyone. Then please let me know into the chat box. Yeah, thank you. So this is our electrical pumps and valve operation skills. Yeah. So let me put the subject name. Okay. Now before I start the session, yeah, I have one question. Please drop your medium in which you are comfortable. Please drop the medium into the chat box. जो भी medium आपके लिए comfortable है learn करने के लिए, please drop that medium name into the chat box. Please. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Divya, drop the message. She's comfortable. Dia, sorry, Dia. Okay, okay. So Dia drop the message. Jiga drop the message. Gujarati, English. Yeah, good. That's great. Dia drop English and okay. How many students are here in the? They are from the Gujarati medium. Okay, Gujarati medium students के लारे. Okay, okay. Yeah, good, good. Yes, that's great. You are comfortable with all the language. Yeah. Okay, okay, okay. So okay, I will be using the mixed language here in the session. Okay, any international student is there? Any international student in the class or any student who only know the English? Yeah. So Calvin is yeah Lulu. Yeah, okay, that's good. That's good. So I think two students are there who can only understand the English. Okay, that's great. That's great. So okay, so we have the students in the class we that can understand the Gujarati as well as English, and so I need to so if I repeat in okay, any student only knows the who is from the Hindi medium background, any student from the Hindi medium. So what I would like to conclude over here, if I go with the two language, one is English and second is the Gujarati, then all of you are comfortable if I repeat my content in two medium. One is the Gujarati and second will be in the uh, yeah okay in the Gujarati and the English both I'm going to use. But if any student is there who is from the we who only understand the Hindi, then it would make a trouble. So then I need to repeat everything into the three modes. Yeah. So got the response. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now let me share you the syllabus, what we are going to discuss in this particular subject. Yeah. So you can download it from the website. Syllabus is there. It's open. So no need to worry. So it's there on your website. If you want to check, I can show it to you. Just give me a moment for it. So where is your syllabus? So I'm sharing you the website. Just look at this. So here, as you know, this is the page of diploma chemical engineering. આ તમારું diploma chemical engineering page છે. When you go to that page, when you come to the bottom, there you can just go, you can look at semester 2 is there, and you can find our syllabus. That is the 09CH1103, that is electrical pumps and valves and operation skills. This is our syllabus. let's start the discussion on this. Okay, before I start the session, let me introduce myself. My name is Professor Pawak Misri, and I'm working as a assistant professor in the electrical engineering department at the Marwadi University. Okay, and I completed my Bachelor of Engineering in the electrical in the 2011, and then I joined the and the bachelor is from the LDRP Engineering College, that is there in the uh, Gandhinagar. You heard about it. And second one, I did my masters from the Marwadi Engineering College and I completed in 2013. After completing the masters, I joined the Garpat University and I worked over there in the Garpat University for the 3 years. Give me a moment. I need to. I'm just coming in 1 minute. Give me a moment for. Then I worked over there in the Ganpat University for the 3 years. You know where is the Ganpat University? It is there in the Mehsana. You just search it. I think you know about the Mehsana city. So it is there in the Mehsana. After the Ganpat University, I joined the Indus University. And I worked over there for a year. And after the uh, Ganpat University, I joined the Marwadi Education Foundation, Marwadi University in the 2017. And since last 4 years, I'm here in this campus. Now moving to the next part. So this is about my introduction. Almost I have 8 years of experience. So let's start with the uh, syllabus introduction. Yeah, as I can see that 17 students are there in the class. So welcome all of you. Ajay is there. Good afternoon, Ajay. Aryan. So Aryan is there. Divya Raj is there. Dia. Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. Oh, yeah, you were there in the. Okay, that's great. One student here is from the Ganpat University. Yeah, it's a very huge campus. And I was there for the 3 years here. So, and I was in the uh, engineering college. I was teaching there in the engineering college. I used to there. No, I was at the backside of the. I was staying in the campus, and I enjoyed there over there. Dia is there in the class. Aminzer William, Jamin, Jashraj, Jigar, Calvin, Lulu, and Madina. Then meet Nikita, Tirth, and Yash. So good afternoon, all of you. So let's start with the introduction. I'm going to share the syllabus, so just have a look on it. First of all, we will discuss that, as you know that this syllabus is combined with the chemical as well as electrical part. So in this particular syllabus, I will be discussing about the aspects which are related to the electrical. આ સિલેબસમાં હું કઈ કઈ વસ્તુ ડિસ્કસ કરીશ મેઇનલી જે વસ્તુ ઇલેક્ટ્રિકલ સાથે રિલેટેડ છે એ વસ્તુ ડિસ્કસ થશે ઓકે તો મેઇનલી બે વસ્તુ કમ્બાઈન છે કેમિકલનો બી પાર્ટ છે આમાં ઇલેક્ટ્રિકલનો પાર્ટ બી છે બટ મેજરલી મારે ફોકસ એની પર કરવાનું છે ઇલેક્ટ્રિકલ પર as you are having the three labs of the same subject in this week. So I will be focusing on this aspect. Okay, now moving to the next part. Yeah, so this is you know that you are having the 6 hours of practical. Now let me discuss this aspect with you. Pumps, about the pumps. Now you know that how many types of supply we are using. How many types of supply we are using? Any one of you? આપણે કેટલા ટાઈપનો સપ્લાય યુઝ કરીએ છીએ, કોઈને ખબર છે આમાંથી? Just think and respond into the chat box. How many types of supply we are using? આપણે કેટલા ટાઈપનો સપ્લાય યુઝ કરીએ છીએ? Take your time, take your time. Types of supply. Yeah, got a response? Oh, no, I'm not talking about types of supply means electrical supply. I'm talking about the, let me go to the white screen. Types of electrical supply. If you know this answer, then please let me know into the chat box how many supplies we are using. Because it is very important when it comes to the pump. Because basically in the background of pump, what is running? Motor is running. Motor needs a supply. Okay, let me ask you one more question. All of you have used the toys. सब लोगों ने मीन्स બધાએ રમકડા તો રમ્યા છે. તો રમકડામાં તમે શું યુઝ કરતા હતા એને પાવર અપ કરવા માટે? All of you have used the toys. So what you were using in the toys to power it up? Which type of supply or what you were using in the toys to power it up? Take your time. Yeah, correct. Kelvin, your answer is correct. Yeah, but Nikita, my specific question, yeah, battery. Battery is the correct answer. તમે જ્યારે નાના હતા ત્યારે તમારા વ્હીકલને પાવર અપ કરવા માટે જે રમકડા તેને પાવર અપ માટે we are using the battery. Okay, so battery is DC or AC? Yeah, cells, yes, correct, Lulu, your answer is correct. Yeah, so your answer is correct. So the answer is we were using the battery for our toys. Okay, now battery is DC or it is the AC? Battery जो DC है कि AC है? DC, do you know the difference between DC and AC? DC is the direct current and AC is the alternating current. Yeah, correct. Nikita, your answer is correct. Lulu, your answer is incorrect, but I will explain. No need to worry. So DC means direct current, and we are using the in the toys we are using the battery, and battery is a DC supply. Okay, I think you understand. So DC ka example have battery. Second is our mobile chargers. બીજું જે example છે એનું એ છે આપણા mobile charger. Okay, now AC supply कहाँ पे आता है? AC we are using at our home. If you look at your if you look at your fan, light, all these devices are working on AC. Okay, so this is the difference between the AC and DC. Okay, now let me draw and explain you. This is the AC supply. This is the AC supply, and this is the DC supply. Just look at the difference between these two. This is the DC supply, and this is your AC supply. I think you are able to understand the difference between these two. ये है DC, this one is DC, AC, and this one is DC. It means DC is constant with respect to time. DC supply તમારો time સાથે constant હોય. AC તમારો time સાથે change થયા કરે. તમારા ઘરે બેડ, તમે જો ઘરે જે સપ્લાય તમારા ઘરે આવે છે એ સપ્લાય કયો છે? AC સપ્લાય છે. The supply which you are getting at your home, that is your AC supply. અને તમે જે સપ્લાય જે તમે બેટરી અને સેલ માંથી તમે લો છો એને કહેવાય છે DC સપ્લાય. ઓકે, so why we are discussing these two types of supply? The reason is we have the different, based on the supply, we have different types of equipment. जैसे कि our mobile phone works on DC. આપણે આ ડિસ્કશન કેમ કરીએ છીએ? કારણ કે આપણી જોડે જે અલગ અલગ ટાઈપના સપ્લાય છે એના માટે અલગ અલગ ટાઈપના ઇક્વિપમેન્ટ આવે છે. જેમ કે આપણો મોબાઈલ છે એ વર્ક શેની પર કરે છે? આપણો મોબાઈલ એ વર્ક કરે છે ડીસી પર, બીકોઝ ઇન ધી મોબાઈલ વી આર હેવિંગ ધી બેટરી. મોબાઈલની અંદર શું છે? બેટરી છે. So please try to understand this. Okay. Second aspect important over here. Same way, we have a different types of pumps. Different types of pumps we have. So some pumps works on DC, some pumps works on AC. ઘણા ટાઈપના પાણીના પંપ બી આવે છે. અમુક પંપ વર્ક કરે છે એસી પર અને અમુક પંપ વર્ક કરે ડીસી પર. that is why I discuss this basic fundamental of DC and AC. Make sure. તો સૌથી પહેલા તમે જ્યારે વસ્તુને કનેક્ટ કરો એની પહેલા તમારે જાણી લેવાનું કે એ ડીસી પર વર્ક કરે છે કે એસી પર વર્ક કરે છે. Before you connect any appliances with the supply, you should check that whether that equipment is working on DC or it is working on AC. ચલો અહીંયા સુધી કોઈ ડાઉટ હોય તો મને કહી દો. I think DC and AC વચ્ચેનો difference તમારો clear થઈ ગયો હશે. All of you are able to understand the difference between DC and AC. So up to this point, if you are having any queries, any doubt, then let me know into the chat box. So moving to the next point, let me share you again the syllabus with you. Okay, this is the syllabus, chapter number or content of the chapter. So again, what we'll be discussing in the chapter number 1, classification. Just look at classification of the pump and the basic technology that is related to the operating practice, reciprocating pumps, positive displacement pump, centrifugal pumps, and rotary pumps. So that is a part of discussion. Different types of pump, because it's not like that this pump can be used for this application. We have a different pumps for the different application. એવું નથી કે તમારી એક જ મોટર, તમારી જે પાણીની મોટર છે એ સબમર્સિબલમાં ચાલે, તમે જે પાણીની મોટર જે બહાર મૂકો છો એ સબમર્સિબલમાં ચાલે? ના ચાલે. અને સબમર્સિબલની મોટર બોરમાં ચાલે? ના ચાલે. સો દરેક માટે અલગ અલગ મોટર ડિઝાઇન કરેલી છે. સો એ આ વસ્તુ તમારે સમજવું જોઈશે કે દરેક એપ્લિકેશન પ્રમાણે અલગ અલગ પંપ યુઝ કરવા પડે. એક એક્ઝામ્પલ આપું તમને. તમે કુલરની અંદર પાણીનો પંપ જોયો છે કોઈ દિવસ? કુલરની અંદર વોટર કુલર પંપ આવે છે. તમને બતાવું અહીંયા આગળ. All of you have seen the water cooler pump. Let me show you. Just this is the. Let me show you the images for it. Okay, all of you have seen the water cooler which we are using in this summer season. All of you have seen the water cooler. Yes or no? How many of you have seen the water cooler? તમારામાંથી કેટલા જણાએ water cooler જોયું છે? Again, let me share you one diagram. Yeah, just look at these images. These are the images of the water cooler pump. Okay, I'm not going into detail of this. Means what you need to check it over here. Just look at the size. It is very small. It is very small. It is the size of your mobile. આ જે વોટર કુલર પંપ છે એની જે પંપની સાઇઝ તમારા મોબાઈલ જેટલી હોય. હવે મને એમ કહો કે આ પંપથી તમારા ધાબા ઉપર પાણી ચડે કે ના ચડે? If I want to want to pump the water from ground level to the first floor with the help of this motor, is it possible? Yes or no? Let me know into the chat box. Is it possible? No. Yeah, correct. Your answer is correct. So ultimately, when it comes to the water, you need to pumps. You need to learn it that whether this pump is able to transfer the amount of water from this location to this. That these are the very important aspect. Okay. Now, next is what we are going to learn. Measurement of various electrical quantities and application of various electrical measuring instrument. Yeah, this is the important topic. હવે સપોઝ તમારી જોડે પંપ છે, તે પંપને તમે આપશો શું? કયો સપ્લાય આપશો એ તમને ખ્યાલ આવવો જોઈએ પહેલી વસ્તુ. So if you have a pump, you should know that on which type of supply it is running, or which type of supply should be given to the pump. So that is the first and most important thing. Then second important thing is construction and operation of electrical motor used for the above pumps. Okay. So basically I will discuss the construction and the operation. Construction means what is there inside the pump. Construction માં શું ડિસ્કસ કર્યું કે પંપની અંદર શું છે. અંદર મીન્સ પંપની અંદર આવે છે એક સ્ટેટર. જો તમે જોવું હોય, let me show you the motor. Let me give you the brief, not in detail, but let me show you. Okay, let me show you the construction. So यहाँ पे थोड़ा बहुत आपको पता चलेगा. Just look at this. तो मोटर के अंदर होता क्या है? What is there in the motor? We have the motor construction. Let me modify the search so you can easily come across to know. Just look at the parts of the motor. Winding is there. You can see the winding. Rotor is there. So this is the basic construction. Just look at bearings are there, rotor is there, stator is there. So these are the different parts which are present inside the machine. So what I will be discussing in this particular theory, मैं આ theory में તમારી સાથે શું discuss કરીશ કે મોટર ની અંદર હોય શું. સ્ટેટર હોય તો સ્ટેટરમાં શું હોય, રોટર હોય તો રોટરમાં શું હોય. તો એ બેઝિક એનું ડિસ્કશન થશે. અને બીજું કે તમારે મોટરમાં તમે એક વોલ્ટેજ આપો છો, પછી મોટર ડ્રો કરે છે કરંટ, તો આપણે એ બધી વસ્તુ ડિસ્કસ કરીશું અહીંયા આગળ. ઓકે, so this is the part of the discussion. Okay, now I'm giving you one small example of what we will do exactly. Measurement means, let me take you to the white page so I can explain you betterly. So આપણે આની અંદર ઇલેક્ટ્રિકલમાં બેઝિકલી આપણી જોડે સપ્લાયમાં ત્રણ વસ્તુ આવે. ફર્સ્ટ ઇઝ ધી વોલ્ટેજ, પહેલો આવે વોલ્ટેજ, એને કહેવાય વી. સેકન્ડ આવે કરંટ, એને કહેવાય આઈ, અને ત્રીજું આવે છે પાવર, એને કહેવાય છે પી. એનો યુનિટ આવશે વોટ. So mainly in the electrical supply, there are three terms which we should measure. And the three terms are voltage indicated by V, current indicated by I, and power indicated by P. And here we can also measure the power factor, but it is in the very detail. Power factor is the known as a cos 5. So let's say it's a power factor. Let's keep it like the power factor. So all of you, do you know about these three terms? બધાને આ ત્રણ ટર્મ વિશે ખબર છે? વોલ્ટેજ, કરંટ અને પાવર વિશે? Okay, okay. Yash has responded. Very good. Thanks, Yash, for your kind response. Okay, Jigar say yes. तो यहाँ पे मैं एक सिंपल सर्किट ले रहा हूँ to explain you these three terms. Let's say कि ये मेरा DC वोल्टेज है 5 वोल्ट का, और यहाँ पे मैं रजिस्टर ले रहा हूँ, उसका रेजिस्टेंस है 5 ओम. वोल्टेज यहाँ पे ले लिया V, यहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस की वैल्यू ले ली है R इज इक्वल टू 5 ओम. तो यहाँ पे करंट कितना आएगा? If you consider this circuit, in this circuit I connected voltage supply of V is equal to 5 volt. Resistance which is connected in the circuit, it has a resistance of 5 ohm. So what will be the value of current in this circuit, in this particular circuit? No, dear, no, dear. You need to think it again to conclude the answer. Just think again, think again, think again. Yeah, correct. Kelvin is your answer is correct. Let me give you the hint. Hint is this. You have to use this equation to find out the answer. Now you can reply. તમારે આ સર્કિટમાં કરંટ ફાઇન્ડ કરવા માટે આ ઇક્વેશન યુઝ કરવું પડશે. તો એકવાર જોઈ લો અને પછી આન્સર ફાઇન્ડ કરવા ટ્રાય કરો. Okay, okay. Yeah, correct. So ultimately, in this equation, if you apply the equation V is equal to IR, then in this circuit, you have the voltage V is equal to 5 volt and current is I and resistance is 5 ohm. So current I is equal to 1 ampere. આ સર્કિટમાં તમે વોલ્ટેજ કેટલો આપેલો છે 5 વોલ્ટ, તમારો રેઝિસ્ટન્સ કેટલો છે 5 ઓહ્મ. તો તમે આમાંથી કરંટ ને કરતા બનાવો તો આન્સર કેટલા આવે 5 ભાગ્યા 5 is equal to 1. So if you make current as a subject, you will get the current as a I is equal to 1 ampere. So હવે તમને ખબર પડી ગઈ કે વોલ્ટેજ શું છે, કરંટ શું છે. હવે પાવર, સો પાવર નું ઇક્વેશન શું છે, P is equal to I square R. તો કેટલા આવશે પાવર, કોઈ રિસ્પોન્સ આપશે ચેટ બોક્સમાં. As you know that what is the equation of power, P is equal to I square R. So please respond, what is the power consumed in the circuit. Correct, correct. Jigar, your answer is correct. Waiting for other students to respond. Yes, Jasraj, your answer is correct. Very good, dear. Okay. તો અહીંયા કરંટ કેટલો આવશે, કરંટ છે તમારો 1, તો 1 1 નો સ્ક્વેર મલ્ટીપ્લાય બાય 5 નો રેઝિસ્ટન્સ, તો આન્સર આવશે તમારો 5 વોટ. તો હવે તમને આ ત્રણ ટર્મ્સ વિશે ખ્યાલ આવી ગયું છે. I think now you are able to understand. So in this circuit, we have given the voltage that is equal to 5. We have given the current, we found the current from the circuit that is equal to 1 amps, and we also got the power from the circuit that is equal to the 5 watt. So you know again, suppose अब यहाँ पे if I ask you the next question, it is not fixed कि you should give the answer. હું તમને બીજો એક ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછું છું, એવું જરૂરી નથી કે તમારે એનો તમને આન્સર આવડતો હોય, તમને ના આવડતો હોય તો તમે ના બી પાડી શકશો. How to measure the current? First question. Second question is how to measure the voltage. And third question is how to measure the power. હવે જો ક્વેશ્ચન શું છે, ત્રણ સિમ્પલ ક્વેશ્ચન તમારી સ્ક્રીન પર રાખેલા છે. પહેલો ક્વેશ્ચન છે કરંટ કેવી રીતે મેઝર થાય, બીજો ક્વેશ્ચન છે વોલ્ટેજ કેવી રીતે મેઝર થાય, અને ત્રીજો ક્વેશ્ચન છે પાવર કેવી રીતે મેઝર થાય. How we can measure all these parameters. એને બી આન્સર ખબર હોય એ ચેટ બોક્સમાં રિસ્પોન્ડ આપે. શાંતિથી 2 મિનિટનો ટાઈમ લો તમે વિચારવા માટે. Nikita, correct. Very good, dear. નો આઈ એમ ટોકિંગ અબાઉટ કે કઈ રીતે મેજર કરવાનો છે. આપણે એ થિયરિટિકલી ફાઇન કર્યું દિયા, આપણે જે વસ્તુ ફાઇન કરી છે એ થિયરીથી ફાઇન કરી છે. આપણે ફાઇન શું કરવું છે? કરેક્ટ કરેક્ટ કેલ્વિન, યોર આન્સર ઇઝ કરેક્ટ. Okay, so I'm giving you the answer. Suppose I want to measure. So let me correct those students who are correct. Nikita, your answer is correct. Kelvin, your answer is correct. Very good, dear. Nikita, your answer is so yeah. Kelvin and Nikita, very good. Both of you, your answer is correct. Very good, dear. Very good. So we need a meter measure the current. Okay. How to measure the voltage? We need to we need a voltmeter to measure the current. Oh, sorry, it's a voltage. Sorry. We need a voltmeter to measure the voltage. Okay, now what about the power measurement? Which device we need for the measurement of power? Any one of you? We need wattmeter. Make sure, remember this, wattmeter to measure power. Second way is we can multiply voltage and current to also get the value of power. This is equation of power. ચલો હવે રિપીટ કરું છું. કરંટ મેઝર કરવા માટે જોઈએ એમીટર, વોલ્ટેજ મેઝર કરવા માટે જોઈએ વોલ્ટમીટર અને પાવર મેઝર કરવા માટે જોઈએ વોલ્ટમીટર. હવે તમે વોલ્ટેજ અને કરંટના ઇક્વેશનને મલ્ટીપ્લાય કરશો તો બી તમને પાવર તો મળવાનો જ છે. તમે જો બંનેને કમ્બાઈન કરશો તો બી તમને પાવર તો મળવાનો જ છે. તો આ છે એની ત્રીજી મેથડ. હવે અહીંયા ક્વેશ્ચન એ આવે છે કે આ ડિવાઇસીસને કનેક્ટ કેવી રીતે કરવાના સર્કિટમાં. Let me show you that part. So next question I'm putting on your screen. How to connect the ammeter in this circuit? That is the first question. Second is the how to connect voltmeter in the circuit. And how to connect the wattmeter in the circuit. So these are the three important questions. ચલો ક્વેશ્ચન શું છે ફરી રિપીટ કરું છું. એમીટર ને સર્કિટ માં કેવી રીતે કનેક્ટ કરવાનું? યસ ડિયર, યુ આર વેરી ગુડ. યોર આન્સર ઇઝ કરેક્ટ. તો એમીટર ને કેવી રીતે સર્કિટમાં કનેક્ટ કરવું, વોલ્ટમીટર ને સર્કિટમાં કેવી રીતે કનેક્ટ કરવું અને વોટમીટર ને કેવી રીતે સર્કિટમાં કનેક્ટ કરવું. These are the three questions on your screen. So I would request that response the answer into the chat box. Correct. Correct. Dia, your answer is correct. I will show you, no need to worry. But if you don't know, then I need to repeat it. Yes, correct, correct. Your answer is correct, dear. Okay, let me give you the answer. So emitter is connected in series. Voltmeter is connected in parallel Yeah, correct, correct, Nikita. Your answer is correct. And the wattmeter is connected in series parallel mode. Both mode it is connected. Okay. 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 Yeah, your answer is correct, dear. Yes, yes. Your answer is correct. Madina, your answer is correct. Yeah, your answer is correct. No need to worry. Okay. So we will discuss this in the detail because it is our first experiment. We will discuss. But let me first finish with the introduction of the my content. આપણે આ બધું ડિસ્કસ કરીશું પણ સૌથી પહેલા મારા કન્ટેન્ટનું એકવાર ડિસ્કશન કરી લઈએ. ઓકે. Now next is the this last two lines are related to my content. Working and construction operation of electrical motor and control system used for the valve. This is very important because if I give the example, if we are using then motor, then second electrical device which are using the with the motor or pump is the valve. Second device. આપણે બીજું શું યુઝ કરીએ છીએ પંપ સાથે સાથે વાલ્વ બી યુઝ કરીએ છીએ સવારે તમે ઓન કરો ઓફ કરો તો હવે ઇલેક્ટ્રિકલ વાલ્વ્સ બી આવેલા છે so now we have the electrical valves. Basically they are known as a electromagnetic valve. If I give a simple example, electromagnetic valve, let me show you it. Again, you are using this electromagnetic valve daily. Yeah, just let me share it with you. This is the electromagnetic valve. If you can check it, if you are able to see this valve. This is the electromagnetic valve. Can you see this? તમારી સ્ક્રીન પર આ જે વાલ્વ દેખાય છે અને કહેવાય છે ઇલેક્ટ્રોમેગ્નેટિક વાલ્વ. Okay. Now, how it is working? Let me explain you this part. This electromagnetic valve is having the somewhat this type of construction, and over this valve we have a one system like this, and two wires are coming out of the system. Two wires are coming out of the system. So when you give a supply between these two terminal, let me repeat this part again in the Gujarati. First is આ એક તમે વાલ્વની અંદર આ રીતનું એક કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન દેખાશે, ઉપર આ રીતનું કંઈક હતું. હવે તમે જ્યારે આની અંદર સપ્લાય આપો છો ત્યારે આ વાલ્વ થશે ઓપન. લિસન મી કેરફુલી. When you give the supply inside this two terminals, then this valve will get open. When you make the supply off, this valve will be go in the off condition. So this depends upon the construction of your valve. So it is known as an electromagnetic valve. Okay. So this is how your valves are working. This is how your valves are working. Any doubt in this theory? Okay. So this is if I can share the. I have it. I have it. Just give me a moment. Let me show you that how does this valve work. I have one small presentation on it. So give me a moment. मैं आपको ये दिखाता हूँ कि ये valve कैसे work करता है. Just give me a moment. I think I am not able to find it out. But let me again once let me search it, because I have that as a part of demonstration. उसके अंदर कैसे ये वाल वर्क करता है वो पूरा दिखाया था. Yeah, I got it. I think I got it. I got it. Yeah. So let me share you that part on your screen. Just look at it. This is known as an electromagnetic valve. Just observe it. If you are able to understand this, then respond into the chat box. Yeah, I think બધાને આ સમજણ આવી જાય. દેખો ચેટ બોક્સમાં યસ મેસેજ કરી દેશો. જેવો તમે સપ્લાય ઓન કરશો આ વાલ ઓપન થાય છે, અધરવાઇઝ એ ઓફ રહેશે. હવે આ વાલ તમે યુઝ ક્યાં કરો છો? આ વાલ તમે તમારા આરઓમાં, તમારા ઘરે પાણીની આરઓ સિસ્ટમ હશે તો એની અંદર આ વાલ તમે ડેલી યુઝ કરો છો. So where you are using this valve, if you are having the RO, water RO system at your home, so you are using daily this valve at your home. Let me show you if I can also show that valve. Actual valve, let me show you. Just give me a moment. Let me, let me show you this one. This one. I think some of you might have seen this. Have you seen this ever? તમારામાંથી કોઈ આ વસ્તુ જોઈ છે? Because this you are daily using in your system. This you are daily using in your system. And this is known as an electromagnetic valve. This is known as an electromagnetic valve. I think I'm audible. મારો અવાજ આવે છે બધાને? Okay, okay. Now, I don't know કે મેં ક્યારે mic off કરી દીધું, but suddenly I just look at that my mic is off. So at any point, if you feel that my voice is not coming, that just let me know into the chat box. તમને ક્યારે એવું લાગે કે મારો અવાજ નથી આવતો, તો મને એકવાર chat box માં message નાખી દો. I don't know કે ક્યારે બંધ થઈ ગયું mic. Okay. So next is the next chapter in your syllabus, which is very interesting. This is the chapter I'm talking about. Just look at. It is about the flow measurement. Yeah, this is very interesting chapter because flow measurement is very important in the chemical. In the chemical, let's say let me give you the one more example. That suppose all of you know about the color combinations. All of you know about the color combinations. Suppose if I want to make the pink color, મારે જો pink color બનાવવો હોય તો કયા બે કલર મિક્સ કરવા પડે? ખ્યાલ છે તમને લોકોને? મારે pink color બનાવવો છે તો હું કયા બેઝિક કલર નો યુઝ કરીને બનાવી શકું? Yeah, correct. Just Raj, your answer is correct. Okay, તો કલર બનાવવા માટે તમારે બેઝિક જે કલર છે રેડ, ગ્રીન, યલો એનું કોમ્બિનેશન કરવું પડે એન્ડ વ્હાઇટ. ચાર બેઝિક કલર ને તમે જ્યારે ભેગા કરશો ત્યારે you can make different colors. So again, similar way, if you want to make the sarbat, let's say તમારે શરબત બનાવો છે, if you want to make the let's say milkshake, you want to make the milkshake, let's take a simple example. So what you need the what ingredients you need. You need the milk and sugar if you want to make the simple milkshake. Yes or no? but uh, if you add more sugars, what will happen? તમે જો વધારે ખાંડ નાખો તો શું થાય મિલ્કશેકમાં? સપોઝ તમે you remember, just remove the milkshake. Let's say you want to drink the milk, so generally we add some sugar into the milk and we drink it. That habit we have. I think that habit all of us are following. But if you add more sugar into the milk, તમે જો ખાંડ બહુ ખાંડ નાખી દો તમારા ની અંદર દૂધમાં, તો એ ગળ્યું થઈ જાય, હા કે ના? All of you, yes or no? It will become too sweet. So what I mean to say, so what is the meaning of it? What is the importance of it? That it is very important that you give the exact amount of uh, sugar. So that is very important in the manufacturing process. If I say, if you have drink the milkshake of the Amul company of the chocolate flavor from this region, from say from the college, and when you go to the city, and if you are drinking the same chocolate flavor Amul milk from the second space or second from the city, do you have observed any change in the taste? તમે જો અમૂલનું ચોકલેટ મિલ્ક તમે કોલેજમાં પીઓ અને એ જ અમૂલનું ચોકલેટ મિલ્ક તમે સિટીમાં જઈને પીઓ, તો બંનેના ટેસ્ટમાં ડિફરન્સ હોય છે કે સેમ હોય છે? ખ્યાલ આવે છે મારો પ્રશ્ન? If you are drinking the same chocolate milk from the two different location, you are drinking the same chocolate drink from the chocolate milk from the two different location, then taste is same. હા, taste તો same જ રહેશે. તમે ઇવન ઇન્ડિયાના કોઈ પણ ખૂણે જતા રહો, તમે અમૂલની ચોકલેટ લેશો તો ટેસ્ટ રહેશે સેમ. Are you getting my point? So again, when it is possible, then you add exact amount of ingredients. આવું ક્યારે પોસિબલ થાય? જ્યારે તમે એની અંદર એક્ઝેક્ટ અમાઉન્ટમાં તમે બધા ઇન્ગ્રેડિયન્ટ્સ નાખો ત્યારે. ઇન્ગ્રેડિયન્ટ્સ મીન્સ તમે એમાં ચોકલેટ સેમ અમાઉન્ટમાં નાખો, સુગર સેમ અમાઉન્ટમાં નાખો, મિલ્ક સેમ અમાઉન્ટમાં નાખો, ત્યારે એ પોસિબલ છે. સો અગેન વોટ આઈ મીન ટુ સેટ, that milk, chocolate milk taste will remain same when you are maintaining your ingredients. Now let me explain you what is the meaning of flow. Any one of you? Any one of you? Do you know about what do you mean by flow? What is the flow? Any one of you? કોઈને flow વિશે કશું ખ્યાલ છે? કોઈને flow વિશે ખ્યાલ હોય તો મને એકવાર chat box માં કહી દો. Okay, so what is flow? Yeah, correct. So let's consider this pipe, and if say from this pipe water is coming out and it has a fixed speed, it has a fixed velocity. આ તમે એક પાઇપ કન્સિડર કરો, એ પાઇપમાંથી અત્યારે પાણી બહાર આવે છે અને એની વેલોસિટી છે v. So by measuring the velocity of the water and with the density, we can find out, and also we need to measure the area of the pipe. We can find out that how much liter is coming out from this pipe per second. તમે જો આ પાઇપની અંદરથી જે તમારું પ્રવાહી છે એની વેલોસિટી ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકો, પાઇપનો એરિયા તમને ખબર પડે અને એની ડેન્સિટી, કારણ કે પાણી અને મિલ્કની ડેન્સિટી બી અલગ અલગ હોય છે. સો ઇફ યુ આર એબલ ટુ ફાઇન્ડ આઉટ ધીસ ટર્મ્સ, ધેન તમે ફાઇન્ડ કરી શકો કે અહીંયા કેટલા લીટર પાણી પર સેકન્ડ બહાર આવે છે. હવે you can find out the how much liquid is coming out per second from this particular pipe. હવે હું તમને એ સિમ્પલ એક્ઝામ્પલ આપું. સપોઝ આ પાણીમાંથી, આ પાઇપમાંથી અત્યારે જે લિક્વિડ બહાર આવે છે એ છે 5 લીટર પર સેકન્ડ. If I give a simple example, if from this pipe, if liquid is coming 5 liter per second, so in 10 seconds, how much water will come out? Again, I'm repeating my example. If from this pipe, if 5 liter per second water is coming, so in 10 seconds, how much liquid will come out? Again, I'm repeating my question in Gujarati. Suppose a pipe માંથી જે પાણી બહાર આવે છે 5 લીટર પર સેકન્ડના દરથી બહાર આવે છે, તો 10 સેકન્ડમાં કેટલું પાણી તમને મળશે? Just think and reply. Correct, correct. Your answer is correct here. Ruwanta, Lulu. Yeah. The question is over here on your screen. Question is over here, please. So answer of this question is, in 10 seconds, it will be 10 multiplied by 5 liter per second. So 50 liter water will come out from this particular pipe. Okay. So this is how you can measure the flow. Now let's say, if I want only 10 liter of liquid, મારે ખાલી 10 લીટર જ પાણી જોઈએ છે, તો હું આને કેટલી વાર સુધી ઓન રાખીશ તો મને 10 લીટર પાણી મળે? Again, I'm repeating my question. If I want only 10 liters of liquid, so for what particular time should I keep this pump on? Correct, Jasraj. Your answer is correct. Very good, dear. Your answer is correct. Very good, dear. For the 2 seconds, I need to keep this on. Is it clear or it is not clear? So for the 2 seconds, you need to keep it on to get the this 10 liters of liquid. Now, what is important over here? What is important? So in all these industries, they are using the flow sensors. They measure the flow, and the exact amount of flow are given એઝ પર ધી રિક્વાયરમેન્ટ બધી જ ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીઝમાં બધા મશીનોમાં ફ્લો મીટર્સ લાગેલા હોય છે. એ ફ્લો મીટર્સ કરે શું કે તમે સપોઝ એમ નક્કી કર્યું છે કે મારે ચોકલેટ છે 100 લીટર બનાવો છે, તો એની અંદર 10 કિલો ચોકલેટ, પછી 60 લીટર કે 70 લીટર, આ બધી વસ્તુ ફિક્સ એ ફ્લો મીટર્સ થી ડિસાઇડ થાય. સો આઈ થિંક નાઉ યુ આર એબલ ટુ અન્ડરસ્ટેન્ડ. સો this flow meter will give the exact amount of material which is which is required for your manufacturing process. So this is how this flow measurement is very important. Even it is very important in the chemical industries. So if you change the concentration of the chemical, then you will not able to produce the uh, chemical as per your requirement. જો તમે તમારા કેમિકલમાં સેજ બી પ્લસ માઇનસ ચેન્જ કરશો એની ક્વોન્ટિટીમાં, તો તમારે જે આઉટપુટ જોઈતું હશે મળશે નહીં. Even in the chemical industry, if there is if it is defined that you need to add only 10 ml, then you need to just add the 10 ml. That's it. If you add the 11 ml, then your output is changed. Then your output is changed. So this is the significance of flow measurement. Okay. So I'll not be discussing all these devices which are on your screen, but I will be discussing about the working of electrical transducer used for the flow measurement devices. So I will show you. I have that video with me, but I will not show you right now because I will explain you some other time. Okay. Second is the temperature measurement. Second important parameter in the industry is the temperature, how we can measure down the temperature. So I will explain you which are the sensors that we can use, which we can use for the measurement of temperature. तो next time मैं आपको क्या दिखाऊंगा in this fourth experiment I will show you that which are the different sensors. With the help of that we can measure the temperature. And again, temperature is very important in some applications. Let's say હું તમને કયા કયા સેન્સર્સ અવેલેબલ છે ટેમ્પરેચર મેઝર કરવા માટેના એ હું તમને બતાવીશ, અને એનાથી રીડિંગ કેવી રીતે લેવા એ બી હું તમને બતાવીશ. that is the my part. હવે ટેમ્પરેચરનું ઇન્ડસ્ટ્રીમાં બહુ જ મહત્વ છે. જેમ કે હું તમને સિમ્પલ એક્ઝામ્પલ આપું કે તમારી બધી ગાડીની અંદર જે બી તમે કાર યુઝ કરતા હશો એમાં ટેમ્પરેચર સેન્સર હોય છે. તમે જોયું છે ગાડીના સ્પીડોમીટરની બાજુમાં ટેમ્પરેચર ઇન્ડિકેટર હોય છે. If you are using the cars, have you seen that in your cars even you are having the temperature indicators? And if you have seen that, please respond. Please kindly respond. So why we are fitting this temperature sensor in our car? The reason is, just check it. In your car, you will find the temperature indicator over there. Because if your engine temperature increase beyond certain point, it is going to damage your surrounding parts. Even let's say, if boiler is there in your industry, તમારા system માં boiler છે, તમારા industry માં boiler છે, તે boiler ની અંદર જો વેપર વધી હશે તો it can create the blast. It can create the blast. So it is very important that temperature sensor has to be kept into your system. Let me show you one sensor, not more than one sensor. Let me show you. This is the one of the sensor. Let me show. Can you see this one device on your screen? તમારી સ્ક્રીન પર એક device દેખાઈ રહ્યું છે. This is the device, 3 terminal device. Yeah, please have a look at it. Now, what is the name of this? This is LM35 temperature sensor. જે ડિવાઇસ છે તમારી સ્ક્રીન ઉપર છે એનું નામ છે LM35 temperature sensor. So this can be used in our system for the measurement of the temperature. And how to use it? That I am going to tell you. No need to worry about it. કઈ રીતે આનો યુઝ કરો એ હું તમને શીખવાડીશ. That is the very important aspect. Okay. And that devices are on your screen. Devices are thermometer. Do you know about the thermometer, which we are using for the measurement of temperature? One of the devices is thermometer. Second is the thermocouple. The next device is the thermistor. So these are the various devices which are used for the measurement of the temperature. These are the devices which are used, or which are the sensors which can be used for the measurement of the temperature. So અહીંયા સુધી કોઈને કશો ડાઉટ હોય તો ચેટ બોક્સમાં રિસ્પોન્ડ કરી દો. If you are having any specific doubt up to this point, then kindly respond into the chat box. Okay. So ચલો થોડું ડિસ્કશન ને આગળ લઈ જઈએ આપણે હવે. No. This is thermocouple is the one of the sensor which can be used for the measurement of temperature. Okay, thermocouple is the name of the sensor. And why it is thermocouple? Because we are using the two elements to manufacture it. Okay, thermocouple is one of the sensor. Let me show you the difference. Construction difference I can show you. Again, if I say thermocouple is made of from the two metals, if you can understand. So thermometer is different, thermocouple is different, thermistor is also different, and pyrometer is a different thing. Okay, let me give a simple example. Now, thermistor is a very small device, small sensor. Let me show you if I can show you the thermistor. Just give me a moment. I can just show you the pictures right now, because in detail construction I will be discussing in that particular chapter. Give me a moment for it. What happened to internet connection? Let me check the internet connectivity first, because let me refresh my internet connection. I refreshed it. Now let me show you the yeah, Nikita, your answer is correct. Thermocouple is used to measure the temperature. Let me show you. I don't know what is happened to PC, but let me. Okay, my voice is audible. I think yes or no. What happened to the internet connectivity? I could not find out the issue. Okay, it's fine. What I can do, I can show it on your screen by this way. Okay. Now, first is the LM35 temperature sensor. It is like this. It has a 3 terminals. Now, what is the thermocouple? Thermocouple is using the two metals together to measure the temperature, and thermistor is the very small device like this, and it measures the temperature. So what is the basic difference between all these sensors? The first difference is the range. આ બધા સેન્સર વચ્ચે બેઝિક ડિફરન્સ શું છે કે એક એની ટેમ્પરેચર રેન્જ એ એનો ડિફરન્સ છે કે આ લોઅર ટેમ્પરેચર યુઝ માટે યુઝ થશે, આ હાયર ટેમ્પરેચર માટે યુઝ થશે અને આ મીડિયમ ટેમ્પરેચર માટે યુઝ થશે. So again, the difference between all this sensor is their range of measurement. So some can be used for the lower temperature range, some can be used as a medium temperature, and some can be used at the high temperature range. So that are the temperature measurement devices. And thermistor is the resistance. Yeah, correct. Your answer is correct. Thermistor is the Nikata. You are having the good knowledge of this. So you are that's seems very good. તમને આ બધાનું સારું knowledge છે and બહુ સારી વાત છે, તમને આટલું સરસ knowledge છે આ બધા વિશે. Okay, પણ આપણે હજી ડિટેલમાં ડિસ્કસ કરીશું. And I will show you that how to use it. આપણી જોડે બધા સેન્સર્સ અવેલેબલ છે લેબમાં. હું તમને ટાઈમ રહેશે તો બધાનો વિડીયો બતાવીશ. અત્યારે મારી જોડે અમુકનો વિડીયો છે, બટ અત્યારે મારે તમને વિડીયો નથી બતાવવા. હું તમને જ્યારે પ્રેક્ટિકલ્સ આવશે ત્યારે હું તમને વિડીયો બતાવીશ. I already have those videos of these practicals. Okay. Now we will also teach you thermometer. Yeah, again the infrared. So pyrometer is the method in which we are measuring the temperature of the object without coming in the physical contact of your object. Again, pyrometer, the last one, is the method in which we are measuring the temperature of the object without coming in the physical contact. For your example આપું છું, pyrometer એવું concept છે જેમાં આપણે object સાથે connect થયા વગર એનું temperature માપવાનું છે. જેમ કે IR gun. We are using the COVID માં જે gun use કરે છે શું કરે છે? It is measuring the temperature without the coming in the contact with the person. Now let me explain you this part. This is very interesting. હું તમને આ વસ્તુ explain કરું કે તમારા જે patient, this is the, let's say this is your patient and you want to measure the temperature. So how this gun is working, how this IR gun is working, let me try to explain to you. I think it is interesting. તમારે શીખવું છે કે કેવી રીતે ગન વર્ક કરે છે, IR gun. Okay, so IR gun has two things. It emits the waves. It emits the wave, and based on the radiation which is coming in, reflective readings which we are getting over here, it creates a heat map, and based on that it measures the temperature. IR gun. So we will discuss about the IR gun. Let me show you. I have it, but I will not discuss in detail. હું તમને IR gun નું થોડું બેઝિક બતાવીશ, બહુ ડિટેલમાં નહીં બતાવું અત્યારે. બટ હું તમને ખાલી એનું બેઝિક કન્સ્ટ્રક્શન એમાંની અંદર શું આવે છે એ હું તમને એકવાર બતાવું. Let me show you. I have a huge collection on it. I will show you part of it. Okay, so જે તમારી સ્ક્રીન પર દેખાય છે આ વસ્તુ તમે જોઈ છે? The thing which is on your screen, I think all of you have seen this thing in the COVID situation. Okay, so before the COVID-19, it was widely used in the industry. in the furnaces. Now, what is inside it? Just look at. We are using the thermocouple and thermistor. So I think now we are able to understand. હવે આપણે અંદર use શું કરીએ છીએ? Use કરીએ છીએ thermocouple અને thermopile. બે વસ્તુ આપણે use કરીએ છીએ. So again, sensors are there. And એના પછી શું છે? આખી arrangement છે. Just look at. One arrangement is there which keeps on measuring the temperature of it. Hope you are able to understand this. So this is the and how it is working. Again, let me show you. This is the sensor which is there in the in your air temperature gun. Okay. So what it does, it again, how it is working. Let me give the basic example. So our body emits the radiation. આપણું જે body છે એ એક રેડિયેશન એમિટ કરે છે. જેમ કે સિમ્પલ એક્ઝામ્પલ આપું છું કે તમે ગેસ ચાલુ કરો અને તમે હાથ નજીક લાવો તો તમને ગરમી ફીલ થાય છે, હા કે ના? ગેસના થોડા નજીક જાઓ તો તમને થોડી ગરમી દૂરથી ફીલ થશે, હા કે ના? Please, suppose you turn on the gas stove and if you turn on the gas stove and if you go nearer to the gas stove, you will feel that heat which is coming out of the gas. Have you come across this kind of situation? If yes, then kindly respond into the chat box. Yeah, that's great. So same way, આપણું જે બોડી છે એ કન્ટિન્યુઅસલી એક હીટ જનરેટ કરે છે. Our body is continuously generating the heat waves, and that heat waves are identified by this sensor. That heat waves are identified by these sensors. This is very important. Okay, and this is how your non-contact thermo. So we will discuss in the detail. Even if you want to make your own non-contact infrared temperature sensor, then I am also ready with you. જો તમારે પોતાનું જાતે પોતાનું એક આવું IR ગન ડેવલપ કર્યું હોય તો હું તમારી સાથે છું. I will help you. હું તમને હેલ્પ કરીશ એમાં. જેટલાને બી ઇન્ટરેસ્ટ હોય they can always contact me on my number. You have my number, I think. Okay. Then we will discuss the working, construction and operation of electrical transducer. કે એનું વર્કિંગ શું છે, એનું ઓપરેશન શું છે, બધું ડિસ્કસ કરીશું. અને એના પછી આપણું જે લાસ્ટ ચેપ્ટર છે એ છે પ્રેશર મેઝરમેન્ટ ડિવાઇસીસ. આપણું જે છેલ્લું ચેપ્ટર જે સિક્વન્સમાં આવે છે આની અંદર એ છે કે કઈ રીતે આપણે પ્રેશર મેઝર કરવું. અને પ્રેશર બી બહુ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ વસ્તુ છે. Pressure means, let's say, the next chapter which we are going to start is the pressure measurement devices, and that is very important. હવે pressure measurement, suppose તમારા ટુ વ્હીલરમાં હવાનું પ્રેશર ઓછું છે તો શું થશે? If tire pressure in your vehicle is less, then what will happen? Let's take 2 minutes break over here. I need to drink the water. Please allow me to drink it. Okay. Now my point is that suppose તમારા ટુ વ્હીલરમાં suppose તમે સાયકલ બધાય ચલાવી હશે. Yeah. Yes, Nikita, your answer is correct. So suppose તમારા ટુ વ્હીલરમાં જો ટાયરમાં પ્રેશર ઓછું હોય તો શું થાય? એની અંદર પંચર થવાના ચાન્સીસ વધી જાય અને જો સાયકલ હોય તો એમાં તમારે ફોર્સ વધારે આપવો પડે. સો ફ્રિક્શન વધી જાય તો તમારે અલ્ટિમેટલી તમારે ફોર્સ વધારે આપવો પડે એ જ કામ કરવા માટે. સો અલ્ટિમેટલી if your tire pressure is less, then what will happen? You need to give the more force to do the same amount of work. And yeah, due to the friction, you will have the overheating in the tire. Again, second example. If say कि તમારા ઘરે જે પાણીનો પંપ છે એમાં પ્રેશર નહીં આવે તો શું થશે? Suppose the pump which you are using at your home for the pumping, if it is not generating the enough pressure, then what will happen? Listen my question carefully. Suppose your pump is not generating the enough amount of pressure, then what will happen? Just think and yeah, correct. Your Lulu, your answer is correct. But again, I'm waiting for other students to respond so I can repeating. Suppose તમારો પંપ એ વ્યવસ્થિત પ્રેશર જનરેટ નહીં કરે તો શું થશે? Again, yeah. So yeah, again, flow will come back, and let's say you want to transfer that water to the first flow, then it will not be possible if it is happening. So you will not be able to. So again, pressure is very important to transfer the fluid from one end to the second end. તમારા liquid ને એક જગ્યાથી બીજી જગ્યાએ ટ્રાન્સફર કરવા માટે આ ટાયર જે તમારું પ્રેશર છે એ બહુ ઇમ્પોર્ટન્ટ છે. So we will discuss the various devices which will which can measure the pressure, or we will discuss the different transducers જે આ પ્રેશર મેઝર કરી શકે. તો એ આ રહેશે આપણા આ એક્સપ્લેન નંબર 5 નો ભાગ. અને પેરેલલી હું તમને થોડાક એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ્સ દેખાડું કે કયા કયા એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ્સ હશે. Just look at these experiments. Some of the experiments we are will try ke mainly we will learn all this experiment, but we will do it. No need to worry. So પહેલો એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ એટલે આ ટોપિક રિલેટેડ તમે જુઓ તો પહેલો એક્સપેરિમેન્ટ જે આપણા સિલેબસમાં આવશે ફોર માય પાર્ટ to measure the various electrical quantities by electrical measuring instrument. And from the 20th practical, if I divide it by the 3, we will be performing around 7 to 8 experiment for in this our lab. Yeah, setback inflow. Kelvin, your answer is correct. Very good, dear. So we will start with the first part or experiment number 2, that which are how to measure the various electrical quantities. Okay, and we will measure the voltage, current, power, and all this parameter during that discussion. Discussion we will all that parts related to the measurement. ઓકે અહીંયા સુધી કોઈને કઈ ડાઉટ હોય તો એકવાર ચેટ બોક્સમાં રિસ્પોન્ડ કરી દો, તો પછી આગળ આપણે ડિસ્કશન વધારીએ. તમને 3 થી 4 મિનિટ આપું છું તમારા ડાઉટ્સ માટે. કોઈ બી ડાઉટ હોય તો ચેટ બોક્સમાં નાખી દો. Up to this point, if you are having any specific question, any query, then kindly let me know into the chat box. I'm giving you 3 to 4 minutes to drop your doubts. Meanwhile, let me show you the thermistor because I can show it to you right now. Because it's a very small device. Just look at. Let me show you size of thermistor. Give me a moment. Yeah, just look at the size. This is the thermistor size. It is almost equal to the small resistor. All of you see the resistor? It is having the size of that. इसका जो size है रजिस्टर जितना ही है. Okay, so take your time. I'll give you 2 more minutes. So if you are having any query, then you can respond me into the chat box. Okay. So I think you are not having any doubt. So yeah, thermowell is the you can say it is the device. It's not a sensor first of all. This is the thermal protection they are talking about. Thermowell consists of, again, it is a one type of sensors. Okay, this is okay. Let me show you thermowell, then you will understand. It consists of a tube closed at the one end and mounted in the process of stream, and that indicates the temperature. Let me explain you. Let me explain you this part. It's like the एनालॉग मीटर, लेट्स से कि ये पाइप है, दिस इज द पाइप, एंड इसके अंदर से जो लिक्विड पास हो रहा है उसका मुझे फाइंड करना है टेम्परेचर. सो इट इज लाइक अ डिवाइस, इज यू नीड टू इंसर्ट इट in it, and over this device you will find the gauge, analog gauge, and it will indicate the temperature. I think you are able to understand this. It's like this device. Temperature sensor such as a thermometer, thermocouple, or resistance temperature detector is there in it. So this is the construction. So on the okay, I'm not audible because I can see my mic is on mute. If I'm not audible, then kindly respond into the chat box. Okay. Okay. Not audible. Okay, let me mute. Okay, now I'm audible, please. Yeah. So, what is thermowell? Thermowell is the device which is inserted into the pipe directly, and they are using different sensors. And directly on the gauge, you are going to have the temperature. That is how it is working. It's like a thermometer. All of you have seen the thermometer. The thermometer which I'm talking about, not a digital thermometer. The mercury thermometer. તમે જો પેલું પારાવાળું mercury thermometer જોયું હોય તેમાં શું હોય, તમે એને મોઢામાં મૂકો ને તમને ટેમ્પરેચર મળી જાય. So this kind of devices are there. So we can use that technology on that, but right now we are not using it. Right now we shifted from that mercury thermometer to digital, and from the digital right now we are shifted to the IR temperature gun. I think you understand this. આપણે અત્યારે ટેકનોલોજીમાં કેવી રીતે શિફ્ટ થયા, પહેલા આપણે યુઝ કરતા હતા સાદું થર્મોમીટર પારાવાળું. હવે સાદામાંથી આપણે શેમાં ગયા છે અત્યારે ડિજિટલમાંથી આપણે શેમાં આયા IR ટેમ્પરેચર ગનમાં. હવે તમે જો ડોક્ટરને જશો તો એ લોકો કેવી રીતે તમારું ટેમ્પરેચર મેઝર કરશે, એ તમારું IR ગનથી ટેમ્પરેચર મેઝર કરશે. So I think you are now able to understand that how does this work. So this is about all about your session, and how we are going to evaluate you. Evaluation आपका कैसे होगा? We will continuously what I because just looking at this COVID situation, what I think. Uh, After the each experiment, I will conduct your. We will discuss. I will discuss with your sir. But as this subject is not having the final exam, uh, we will we will discuss. Sir will share with the कि कैसे आपका evaluation होगा. How we are going to evaluate? Sir is going to share with you more details on it. Okay? So what we will do in the next lab, we will start with the first experiment, and that is the measurement of various electrical parameters that we'll be discussing on the next lab. So I think now we should conclude this session. So let me conclude this session. Yeah, so nowadays few are also measured by that temperature. Okay, okay. So what we did today, so today we had a discussion on, first we had a discussion on the basics of measurement. We also discussed the various parameters like voltage, current, and power, which can be used for the measurement, that we already discussed. And we also had a discussion on the various types of transducer. Transducers specifically for the, we can say, measurement of temperature. Transducers can be used, which can be used for the measurement of flow, and transducer which can be used for the measurement of pressure. So we discussed. I shared you the I shared you the number of applications where we can use it, and we discuss about this. And what we will discuss in the next lab. Next lab में क्या discussion होगा? So in next lab, we will start the practical on the measurement of various electrical quantity like voltage, current, and power. So I will show you कि next lab में जो explain करने वाले हैं उसके अंदर हम online tool use करेंगे. Which online tool we will use it? I will let you know. But for a function, we are going to use multi-sim. And I will show you कि किस तरह से उसको use करना है. Now I will say I request that all the students please drop your enrollments number into the chat box for your attendance. Or I need to share the Google form for it. Please share your enrollment number into the chat box. Yeah, correct. After dropping your enrollment number into the chat box, you can leave this session if you are not having any doubt. તમે બધા તમારો enrollment number એક chat box માં નાખી દો. નંબર નાખ્યા પછી જો તમારે કોઈ ડાઉટ ના હોય તો તમે સેશન લીવ કરી શકો છો. And have a good evening. અને કોઈ ડાઉટ હોય તો બી તમારો ડ્રાફ્ટ ડાઉટ તમે એકવાર ચેટ બોક્સમાં નાખી શકો છો.